Hello, y'all. Happy Monday, top of the week. How's everybody? Hey, Montana. Hey, Harlem. Hey, everybody that has come so far. So glad to be back here with you guys. I was here. I was just reading something. I was listening to something late. Somebody sent me something. So, we got to keep on top of the content. So that's what I was doing. Hello. Hi, Montana. Always good to see you here, Montana. Welcome, y'all. So tonight we're going to talk about some different topics, but I wanted to start out with talking about the interview that we had. So I'm going to drop the link and let you guys come up tonight. It's just going to be us and whoever comes in. We won't get too deep into it if, you guys have concerns about it, but we going to talk about it. So there's the link. Come on up and let's get right into it. As you come in, hit the like button. Please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, if you are not a member, become a member because it's up from here. It's up. And then also, so listen, if you're subscribed but not a member, then go ahead and become a member and a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber but you are a member, go ahead and hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button because that's for free and it keeps us in the algorithm. All right, so I'm going to get started, and as you want to, at your leisure, just come on up. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the interview. So I was looking at the reviews of the interview. Pretty good overall, right? This was an amazing interview. And again, over here on this channel, we try to stay in the middle and non-biased, but we do believe in what we believe in, and we stand on that. We had some comments that weren't so nice, which, like I was telling my homie, my friend Montana, that I've gotten. He was like, "Don't let it bother me" or whatever. And I just love Montana. I love my people. I love my circle. And so I was like, okay. And he's right, because sometimes it can get to you if you go reading the comments, right? Because they don't have good stuff to say. But what I do, and especially like on the Donald Trump stuff, when I post Donald Trump, I expect negativity, right? And I crack up at them because I know they're going to be negative when I post something about Donald Trump. So I expect that. But like last night, I wasn't expecting it. But of course, like Montana said, don't let that stuff bother you. You got to keep doing a job. I'm here to do a job. So I have to kind of laugh at it when I do that. So anyway, I felt like on a scale from 1 to 10, that the interview was a good 7, 8. If you guys on a scale from 1 to 10 can drop in the chat what you guys felt about that interview, if you were here on last night, how you felt about it. Was it enough information? I know that she could only say so much, and I feel like she did really good. I feel like I could have asked even more questions, but the questions that I have are questions that she wasn't probably going to be. Okay, Harlem, I was wondering where you went. Or probably be answers that she could not, questions that I had, she probably could not answer right now. She say she is going to come back. We are going to get Ramir on this channel. He's going to come and visit this channel. Somehow, some way, he'll be here. So I'm expecting that. I'm hoping for that. Again, we are dead in the middle. Well, we stand for what is right. Right is right, wrong is wrong, right? So that's that. That's what I had about the interview. Not a lot more because it's speaking for itself over there. And I just appreciate Dr. Coley for coming. She did not have to do that. She has her own channel, so she didn't have to do that. It was really good. So I just want to move on. We're just going to talk about different topics. But before I move any further, I want to send my deepest condolences to Malcom Jamal Warner's family. I almost could cry right now because like he is one of the actors of many that you don't hear bad stuff about. Like he only, his name is good. And it was so unexpected. And I just loved him as an actor. I loved his demeanor. I loved how he was and who he was. And he has a daughter and a wife that he left behind and his extended family. So we just want to send out our deepest condolences to that family in hoping that, you know, they can find some kind of comfort and peace, because it's the worst. It's the worst. Before I moved on, I wanted to get that out. Hey, Montana, thank you for coming up. Hey, Harlem girl, your phone good?
Hey, I
Yeah,
missed the whole beginning of everything that you said, but I'll go back and rewind.
I can tell you. I can tell you. So we basically kind of, you know, was rating the interview last night and how I thought it went. I gave it a good 7 or 8 on a scale from 1 to 10. I felt like I could have asked more questions, but the questions that I had were questions that she probably couldn't answer because of litigation or whatever. And so she is going to come back. We are going to get Raymir on here. That's what I said about that. And then I gave condolences to Malcolm Jamal Warner's family, because I'm really feeling a way
How you
about that.
rate the interview the same?
Okay, I was going to say, what do you guys rate the interview, and what do you think could have been better? And do you feel like she gave it her, you know, everything she could with what she could talk about? And then also, what about me? Is it better questions I could have asked? Because I mean, I can take it. I want to know.
I mean, you kept
Well,
it.
I think, go ahead, Montana.
Go ahead, Harlem. Women first.
Hey, Sir Miguel, go ahead, you guys.
No, I was going to say, I think everything overall was fine. Like you say, there were questions that she couldn't answer because of things that are going on now. But when she comes back, you know, you'll be able to ask her and she'll be able to answer a lot of stuff that, you
Right.
know, we may have wanted to know.
Yeah, because in the beginning, you know, when I did talk to her offline, she was like, nothing's off limits. Well, then we get on here, but she's just not thinking, oh, I got this litigation. I can't answer too many questions, which I respect that. And so I had this list of questions. I was like, oh, can't ask that. Oh, can't. Hey, Drew. Hey, everybody, come on in. I can't ask that. So you know, it was good though. It was a good interview, and I'm appreciative of that. What do you think, Montana?
Yeah.
I think you did a very great job. Um, she never felt uncomfortable. You made her feel like she was at home. So
Yeah. Thank you. I felt like I kept cutting her off in some aspects, but it was delayed. Like I was sitting here and then she would pop on, and then I thought it was my turn, you know. A couple of times that kind of happened. I was like, dang, I just hope she's not thinking that I'm cutting her off. But she's real sweet. And so I think it went well. So I want to say hello to everybody that's popping in. Again, the link is in the chat. If there's any subject that we talk about tonight and you want to jump in on the conversation, feel free to hit the link. We have put it in the chat and come on up and talk to us. Thank y'all again for coming. And so we're just going to jump right in. And any other topics that we don't touch that you feel like we need to talk about tonight, we can do that. We can certainly do that. But I want to start with Clarissa. I just want to start with this one. Clarissa Shields. Okay. So do y'all know who Clarissa Shields is? She is the GOAT in professional women boxing. She is the Mayweather to the men. She's the GOAT to the women. That's what I think. She's been to the Olympics twice, and so she has. Is her name Layla Ali? Is that right?
yeah,
Yes.
Layla Ali.
Yes. So she has. So okay, let's back up. Layla had gone on Breakfast Club and she had an interview. And in this interview, Layla was like, you know, she's been in retirement, I think, since 2007, had her family, just going on about her life. She's a businesswoman, right? But she was the GOAT, whatever you want to call it, in women's boxing. We know who her daddy is, right? So she learned from the best. So she was the best. And then she retires, and here come along Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields is off the chart. She is doing her thing in women boxing, and she can talk mess, and she can stand by, and she puts her money where her mouth is. So basically, Clarissa's thoughts are that can't nobody beat me in the ring, out the ring. I don't care. If you beat me, I'm gonna give you this much money, right? So anyway, she in the interview, Layla Ali was saying that anyway, ain't nobody out there that could beat me, because if I get back in shape, can't nobody, I'm knocking them out, right? So Clarissa, new member, yay! Thank you for becoming a new member. Alicia, welcome and thank you. So Layla was like, I'll knock him out, but it's going to take a lot. And anyway, for me to come out of retirement, it's going to take 5 million, 10 million, $15 million to take me out of retirement. Clarissa gets a hold of that, knowing who she is in the game right now. And she's like, whoa, 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 hold up. I have never, I have never disrespected her. I always had the highest regard for her, thought she was the best. But like she ain't say that, but who did she forget who I am? Because that's how she think. And so she was like, she came up with the money. She was like, we got $15 million. Come on out of retirement, meet me in the ring, right? So anyway, the question is posed: do you think Layla will come out of retirement with the $15 million proposal? And if she does, do you think that she can hang with Clarissa? Let me say this: Mike Tyson came out of retirement, and he didn't make it too many rounds, right? There was another guy, I forget, I wrote his name down. I forgot to, it's back there, so I didn't get it. But he was 40. So when Layla had that interview, she was 42. She's 47 now. And this guy was 46 when he came out of retirement. And he did well. He made the rounds, but he didn't win the bout, right? Do y'all think that she can hang with Clarissa once if she gets back into the shape that she was in when she was boxing? Who would you put your bet and your money on?
I put my money on Layla.
If you say Layla, put Layla in the chat. If you say Clarissa, put Clarissa, or one for Clarissa, two for Layla. I'm going to drop mine right now. One for Clarissa, two for Layla Ali.
Me, quite honestly,
Y'all in that chat
Layla,
better. Go ahead.
Layla don't need to come out of retirement to prove anything to Clarence because
Eh?
Remy Ma calls her Clarence. So I'm gonna call her
Hey,
Clarence.
y'all in the chat. Y'all in the chat. Y'all listen to the chat. Y'all better agree with me.
Listen, I'm
I
gonna
just feel Clarence is mad, rude, and disrespectful to Layla because Layla has paved the way for her to even be where
she
she
did.
is.
She did. George Foreman came out of retirement. Layla all day. So listen,
Listen,
this
listen.
is.
One thing about.
Oh, go ahead, Montana, and then I'll say my piece.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off, but what
You
I
ain't
was
cut me off.
okay, what I was gonna say is I say Clarissa because just what Harlem said. Like that was your season, that was your time, that was your era, and you took over. And you didn't have to. There's nothing else you have to prove. You've done what you were gonna do, right? Clarissa just needs to figure out everybody that's in this season with her because this is her time. Right? Clarence, Clarissa, whoever. This is her season right now. She is the GOAT or GOAT in ladies female boxing.
How
So
old is she?
she's 30. Ooh, hold on, I'll tell you. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say, Montana. I'll tell you in just a second.
One thing about it is, just like you said, if she get back in shape, one thing you can't beat is veteran experience.
And he said, just like he said, George Foreman came out of retirement.
And then your dad was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. So she ain't coming to lose. Period.
Right.
But I
Everything her
still
dad
would,
taught her, she coming to bring. And then the
yeah.
thing about it is, and then you got to think about this when it comes down to fighting, it's about the thoughts the evil thoughts that going through your head, what motivates you for power. Like,
Mm.
as her boxer, just imagine what's coming in her head. Like, what would my daddy legacy think? What would my dad think of me if I was to lose this fight? I'm doing
Which,
this for my dad's legacy.
yeah, which that's
So,
why I say just stay where you are. Don't even come out. You don't have to.
and
And
the thing about it is, she gonna always have that in the back of her mind. I'm gonna win this for my dad.
yeah. I
And see, go
go ahead.
ahead.
I'm gonna let you talk.
No, I was going to say that's the other thing with Clarence. Clarence was somewhere and one of Muhammad Ali's exes or what have you was there, and she was like, "Get her, make sure you get Layla," and she was feeding all into that. So you have a bitter ex from years ago that still holding on to whatever, and Clarence is gonna just fall into think she's just mad disrespectful. That's
But
disrespectful.
Harlem,
You're
but
cracking me up,
Harlem,
Harlow.
but Harlem. at the same time, when you were saying that, she don't have to prove nothing to anybody, let me tell you something. If they was to promote that fight right now, imagine how much money they both gonna make. So,
Right.
let's just say literally, let's just say a minimum of $100 million that people gonna be paying just to go see that. All right, $100 million. I come out of retirement, even if I lose or win, that's good money.
So you would come out?
Yeah, I will come out. If I lose
All
this
money
or
is not
whatever,
good money.
just imagine how much money that would gonna make me. And not only that is for me, I'm thinking about my kids and my grandkids' future as that money they could use.
But
All money is not good money, and I bet you her family is already set. She don't need to come out of retirement to prove anything to anybody. She's
I was
proof.
going to say
Her
she don't need
history
the
is
money.
proof.
She doesn't need the money. I don't think it's a money thing. She just saying if I did, I agree, Harlem. If I did, it would have to be this amount. But what for? Like I proved my point. I'm not scared. She ain't scared. She can handle her. She can come out and she can get in shape and she can get down through there. But I feel like why? Why? Why do it? Lydia, I said your name wrong and I apologize. But again, yay, we got a new member, y'all. I had to celebrate her real quick. Thank you again.
Thank you, Alita.
So yeah, I think that's where I stand with it. But Clarissa is not going to stop. Like she's pressing. Clarissa running around here like can't nobody touch her. Like I will put my money where my mouth is. And she has like, didn't she? Ain't she get ready to fight? Like when is the fight? Or did it happen?
Listen, if the money good enough, Floyd Mayweather come out of retirement to fight.
I don't know. She could. We're saying she can't. I'm not saying that she can't. I'm just saying why? Because you already have proved what you was going to prove. But I am also saying that I think that if she came out of retirement, that Clarissa's 30 years old. Um, that may not matter, but I just feel like I don't know. I would bet on
But
Clarissa.
at her age, her body might need that. That good cardio.
Could be. She might be able to do it. She might be able to pull it off. But I wanted to throw that out there to see what you guys thought about it. But Harlem, you got me. You killing me with I cannot
Listen,
with
I
you with
believe
Clarence.
Layla. I believe Layla beat her black and blue.
You do.
Yeah, I
Layla
believe
was
so.
Layla was bad. She was a bad girl.
She
She was.
was.
She was. And that's why, like, why I have to come out to prove to you that I can knock you out or that I am who I say I am. Because I've already showed y'all that. I already had my error and that's over. I'm beyond that. But she's calling her out. I don't know that she's gonna do it. She came up with the 15 million. I don't know. So that's that
If
on.
if I was Layla, I would sit at home, sit out on my porch, drink some lemonade, and just laugh at her.
I would
That's what
too.
I do.
Because she don't have to come out.
She doesn't.
People know who she is. They know what she can do. I think it's just the adrenaline for Clarissa that she just has to. That's some kind of. It's a point she wants to prove that she wants to do that. But so yeah. So speaking of Clarissa Shields, do y'all not dig her? Like, is she not a fan? Are y'all not a fan?
I'm not. Mm-mm.
I
No,
can tell. Oh, is it because of Papoose? Or is
No,
it
she's just disrespectful, I feel.
huh?
I just feel she's disrespectful.
She's very disrespectful. Her mouth, man. Her mouth. She will make you feel away. Yeah. But anyway, I follow her and I do. I be like, dang, what did you just say? And I wish she would be a little more softer, like more feminine, like, but she is a boxer. She does have to work out and stuff. Just calm down. Just be a lady. But you know, Papoose got her dressing cute, hair cute, you know. So she's coming
Alita
along.
says she looking for her mic.
I'm looking for my mic. Lydia, you want to come up? What does that mean, y'all?
I guess her
You,
voice.
you
I
want
don't
to?
know.
Oh, to say something. You want to come up? I don't know what you're saying. Tell us what
Hit
you're
the
saying.
You don't see the link in the chat?
If you
You
don't see
gotta
the link, I can drop it again. Should I drop it again?
yeah, go ahead, drop it again.
Yeah, let me just drop it again.
Because it's probably so far up.
Yeah. And so you guys, again, any topic that we talk about, you guys want to come up on stage and open your mic and talk with us and have a dialogue with us, you are welcome to come up. So moving right along from Clarissa Shields, we'll continue to watch that and see what there's the link. You can hit it and see what Layla's going to do. But Layla has the upper hand. She can make the decision or not to come out. And Clarissa will just have to wait to see. So anyway, moving on. To talk about Donald Trump for a minute. Now, I think I said this earlier that when I talk about Donald Trump, the haters or the Trump fans, the Trump supporters come for me. I don't care, right? So Donald Trump, the whole situation lately has been Donald Trump is saying that why are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein when Jeffrey Epstein is deceased? He's unalive. He's no longer here. However it happened, right? He's no longer with us and there's no file. Well, what we found is when they and we already knew this, when they went into Jeffrey Epstein, they found CDs, they found hard drives, they found files, they found a lot of evidence in that home that the reason that I'm thinking that Donald Trump does not want to bring those forward or saying, oh, there's nothing, there's no list, there's no files, there's no nothing, is because I feel like he was in the mix. Let me tell you why I feel like that. There's this lady named Katie Johnson who, thank you, Harlem, for this. She has sent, and I didn't get to list the whole thing, but I got enough where we could talk about it. She had sent, she said she did a sit-down interview. And at the time that she met or was intertwined or entangled with Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, there was this lady named Tiffany. And I want to know who Tiffany is. But Tiffany was the woman that was going around for Jeffrey Epstein before, I guess before Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't know where Tiffany came from or who she is. And I want to find out. But anyway, Tiffany would go out and she would recruit young girls. And I'm talking not 18, not 17, not 16, 13-year-olds, 14-year-old girls. And she would bring them back like this Katie Johnson in particular. She had moved to New York because she wanted to, and I would say this because I haven't heard it yet in the interview. I'm going to continue listening. Where's her parents at 13? But she said she came to New York to be a model. And she happened to run into Tiffany, whoever this is. And Tiffany said, oh, don't worry. I have connections to people that are higher ups. All you have to do is come to a party. You'll get an interview, whatever, and it'll be easy. That's all you have to do. So the 13-year-old's thinking, oh, that's easy enough. Mind you, she's never been intimate or had sexual intercourse with anyone. And she's very naive. So she's like, oh gosh, this is my opportunity. I'm getting what I came here for. So she said that Tiffany took her to her house and they got all dressed up and she wore this blonde wig because she was like, it's kind of fun trying, just posing as someone else. She put a blonde wig on, she got dressed and they went to a party. She said at this party is where she met Jeffrey Epstein and she met Donald Trump. And Donald Trump so what happened when she got there, Jeffrey Epstein was in charge of this party and he had a meeting with all of the people that were on his staff there for this party. And then he had a one-on-one interview with her. She's 13, mind you. So he had her in a separate room, had her to undress down to her underclothes, her panties and her bra. And then he said, she was like, so they had this conversation and he said, how old are you? And she said, I'm 13 years old. And he was like, oh, you'll be just fine. You'll fit in just fine here. And then he tried to slide himself into her. She's like, no, no, no. Like, I didn't come here for that. Like, I'm 13. I've never, whatever, been like that. So then they go into this party. She's at this party where she first met Donald Trump. And it was a whole orgy in this room. This is what the party was. It was an X party. It was an explicit party. And Donald Trump was like just in the background watching everybody and watching everything going on. He tells her to come over to him where he was. So she walks over to him and he was like, he's asked her to give him a hand job. And so she was like, she didn't know if she should be doing that because that's not what she was there for. Her thought was that some people are there for that. And then other people like herself are there for this modeling. So he was like, I need you to do me a hand job. So she went to give him a hand. Well, she asked her recruiter, which is this Tiffany person, what should I do? And Tiffany said, you need to be doing that. That's what you're here to do. You need to do that. So she went to do that to him. He slapped her hand away. He's like, you need to put gloves on because don't nobody touch Donald Trump without gloves. She said her recruiter ran over and put gloves on her and she did it. And when he did his thing, he disappeared and she didn't see him no more. These right here, that story alone with her saying this, I'm going to say alleged, but it was her story to tell and she told it, is that he don't want files to come out. He don't want hard drives to come out. He don't want recordings to come out because he was there allegedly. We do see pictures of him with Jeffrey Epstein. And now this picture, this photo, this on Jeffrey Epstein's birthday that he sent was a picture of a nude lady. And, at the end, he was like, our secrets that we keep, right? Or this is our little secret, whatever he said. So, do you guys agree with me that, is she?
Is Alita backstage?
Backstage? Did you get it, Alita? I don't see her. I'm watching for her. So, Alita, if you want to hit the link, you just click on it and it'll bring you up and then I'll let you in. But do y'all agree with me that this is why Donald's putting up such a fight and now suing people for this picture that he drew that he said he didn't draw, they're alleging that he drew? What do you guys think about the whole Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein debacle?
I believe it all because at one time it seemed like they were the best of friends.
Yeah. Yep.
But the thing is, he said about that picture, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say, he said he's never in his life drew a picture before.
Lie.
So as a kid, you've never drew a picture in school or what have you or whatever.
Right.
Like we supposed to really believe that.
Right. And then they had found pictures where he drew, even though it was just buildings or whatever, they found pictures of where he had drew some nice buildings, whether it was for some property or whatever, but he drew it. He said he's never drawn pictures before. He also said the reason that he was so into this 13-year-old because she reminded him of his daughter who was 13 years old. Now, would you be doing that for your 13? Like you would compare that to your daughter? You think about your daughter when you look at her, but you want her to give you a hand job? Like it's a whole mess. So she said, even Jeffrey Epstein, and thank you, Harlem, for giving out a free membership. So you guys, if you get a membership for free, it's from Harlan, and remember to thank her for that. He eventually double crosses everyone he deals with. Yes. So what we found out also is that him and Jeffrey at one point, because they were tight like brothers, and at one point over a business deal, they got into it, right? They're saying this Kim Johnson lady is saying Donald Trump wanted to be the first to do everything, the first of everything, right? And so he caused conflict with everybody. So you don't touch him. You don't touch Donald Trump probably without no glove. Why are you there, sir? Right? Why are you just go, but he is afraid that if you bring out the files, if you bring out the hard drives that they found, if you bring out the recordings, the CDs that we see in the pictures, that he's probably going to be on one of them. There's probably allegedly going to be more than one instance that he is involved until they had their
So let me
um
ask you this question: there's a picture with him a part of a crime. Like, can they bring charges on him just because of those pictures?
So I don't know about that. I don't see that. I don't know if there are pictures of him with a client per se, but there are a lot of pictures of him with Jeffrey Epstein. And you'll see also a video that he's at a party with them. He's just a dancing and having a funky good time. But I don't know. We're saying that what your question is that if they bring these things forward and he happens to be a part of that, could he they bring charges? I'm not sure.
You
Underage
you
girl. I don't know
you
somebody if they're still around. Can they witness against him? Be a witness against him. I don't know.
because pictures don't make nobody a part of a crime. You know, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, let's say hypothetically speaking, somebody in the chat might be one of the biggest dope dealers in the state, right? And the
Mhm.
feds might be watching him, and just because I'm in a picture with him, that don't mean I sell dope too.
That's right. But and that's the thing though. Like they always tell you, your parents tell you, be careful who you run around with, because whether you're doing it or not, and something happens, then you're going to be guilty by
Yeah,
association. Right?
right.
So that's true too. Hey, right sounds. Hey, everybody.
I'm
Hey.
gonna like this right here be funny. Like all the stuff that he's denying, it'd have been funny if Epstein was still alive and exposed him
Man, that's the only thing is that I hate that this Epstein just disappeared
and
because
have receipts to show.
yes, I wanted this to play out because they had already got Epstein before, and Epstein knew that he was done at this time. He was done. So I was feeling like when they got him, I was feeling like he's finna tell on everybody because he's not getting out. Like he made proposals of big bonds, right? I'll give you
Mm.
this, and I'll sacrifice this, and just let me be in home confinement on. And when they denied every time he asked to make a bond, he then was unalive somehow.
I like just think of this perspective right here, this theory, right? Just imagine, like right now, he done turned on all his supporters.
Hmm.
Like he flipping on them. So
Yeah.
imagine, so imagine right now they setting him up to prove that he's a compulsive liar. Just imagine that they already have the files to prove that he know him, and he thinking they're going away and deleted, and somebody higher power have him, and they asking him about it, and nationwide declining those allegations or declining it and proving him that and it's going to expose him later on to show that he's a liar. So why should a compulsive liar run our country?
Right. And I saw that too. Yeah. And which,
Because
go ahead.
the Democrats working right now trying to get an impeachment. So what if that's in the makings of trying to prove that he's a compulsive liar and this is the type of guy you want to run our country?
Hmm. Well, this is why this lady said that she's just now coming out. She was like, when she found out that he was going to be running for president, she was like, "There's no way this guy, a liar, and everything that he did that she went through with him, and that she saw that he should be president of the United States." She said he shouldn't even be a dog keeper. I don't think she put it like that, but something like that. She said he don't even deserve to be that, and that's why she's coming out because he ran for president. But you're right, like all of his little people that wanted him in office so bad are now turning on him. Apparently, there's a picture of unclothed, in his lab. Can't remember the guy's name who broke. Yes, and then a magazine or something wrote the story or something, but he's denying every bit of that, denying it. So, I mean, depending on depending on what is on the stuff that they have, right? Could determine whether they could do. But he's a president, like, right? He can't go to jail now. They
I
can't.
mean, they 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 can if it's serious enough, they can, but You know, when he was convicted of those charges, what, 2 years ago or last year or something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
they saying that you could be a president and run the country from behind bars because the United States don't have a law that you could be a convicted felon and run for president. Long as you 35 years of age and a U.S. citizen, you could run for a president. A convicted felon could be a president.
Well, obviously, we see that now.
Right.
If you Google it, it'll tell you.
So, right sound is saying that you need to impeach first, remove from office, then bring charges. Okay, and I think you're right. No, I don't think you're right. I know you're right because they said that there was this lady in office that was like trying to work on getting him impeached, and then so I guess that's the proper protocol is because they said they need to get him impeached first, and so you're right. You're right about that.
Listen, you know Jasmine Crockett.
Uh-uh.
Jasmine Crockett, I think she one of the representatives, the black lady. She's an attorney or
Okay.
whatever.
Oh, mm-hmm.
She on his top.
Does she got gray hair or is she younger?
She younger. She real young. Like she about in her early 30s.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. 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 So I wonder where did she go? Alita, you still here? We was gonna try to get you on, get you up here. We'll help you if you're still here. So anybody wants to come up again, the link is out there. So that's anything else we got on Jeffrey and Donald right now. That's what I wanted to share a little bit of this woman's. But
What about
she's just one of many 13, 14-year-old girls that came to his home. I remember this story so vivid that there were more than one. He had little girls leaving school and somebody would pick them up and take them to his
you know
mansion.
you know what I'm
Right.
upset about? I'm upset about why did Shannon Sharp settle?
That's what he's on my story next. Let's
Bro,
talk. Hold on,
that got
hold
me
on,
mad.
hold on, Montana. Are we done with the? Can we move on from Donald Trump? Everybody good?
Yeah, we can move on.
Let's go to Shannon Sharp then. Go ahead, Montana.
Like at the end of the day, all right, I don't care who I am. I don't care how much money I got. If I know I ain't doing something, I ain't paying it, not even 50 cents.
That was my entire thing.
That just
Do
proves you guilty.
does Are these celebrities that settle, does that mean they're guilty or does that mean it's business that they have to protect themselves? Now, with this one, and I think we had that conversation that she was of age, she consented, she wanted to do role play, she wanted to be part of that, whatever they was doing. And for whatever reasons it went wrong. I don't know where it went wrong, or was this really a shakedown because you went for 50 million, but you took that 15 million so quick. I'm like you. If I'm not guilty of it, I know that I know, I'm not giving it up. I'm gonna fight for it. I'm gonna fight for what's right.
And then the thing about it is, I done left my ESPN TV show and all this behind this allegation. I'm gonna fight it to the end. Only thing he was doing was that YouTube thing with Ocho Cinco.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I think that's the only thing he had going on besides that other ESPN show he had.
So allegedly, we're not.
The
I don't think
herd.
I don't think that he gave up 50 million, but I'm hearing 15 million. But whatever he gave up, Bad Business, I believe what you're saying. They already looking crazy, looking at him side-eyed now. He already has resigned from, was it a seat at CNN? Where did he resign?
ESPN. You hear that
ESPN.
show that the herd?
ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm right. I mean, especially if he was not guilty. If he knew that he knew, I'm talking about you know that you know that you know that you're not guilty,
Listen,
keep your money.
I know that man. That man at least sitting on 100 million. At
Oh,
least.
paid.
Yeah. Man, listen. If I know I ain't did nothing, listen, I got money to get me some top lawyers and we're going to try.
Exactly. I like this right sound. He says, Shannon, guilty in the in the public opinion. How many have been proven innocent and the damage is already done? So, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Well,
Very-
well, well with that, if I was fired for that allegation or whatever, I was fired from my job because of that allegation. And if I go to trial and beat it, that just give me rights to sue.
But
Right.
he
So,
wasn't fired. He stepped down.
I mean, I know, I know, but you got some people that get fired where sponsors drop them and all type of stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it becomes a trickle effect. You're right.
After y'all done sign a contract and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Right Sounds Studio says, he's already guilty in public opinion. Public opinion, they already look at him as being guilty, so there's no way I don't think
Well,
that
where
he's
would I
gonna
care
change
about the
and
public care
come
about me?
back. Huh?
Where would I care about the public?
Because you have to, Montana, because that's
Because
when the
yeah.
public looks at you crazy, and now everybody, like people in business, look at how other people are watching you. That's just like with Diddy. It started falling apart with public opinion because of public things that he hadn't even been found guilty of anything. He hadn't even been picked up, and people were dropping him. So it matters in this business, right? In the industry.
But you have the public opinion, that's a 50-50 thing because throughout all Diddy, you know, opinion guilty of public opinions, you still got the people of the public opinion still love him together.
It's true, but you gonna have that, yeah. You everybody ain't gonna hate them, no matter what they do. R. Kelly still got a bang
Yeah.
of fans. You know, it doesn't matter. Weinstein got people that still they ride for him. So I mean, that's just the way of the world. You know, I was just saying, like coming on here, me being the host of Black Link Reporting Media, people are going to say crazy stuff, right? And then there's going to be a lot of people that won't. It's just the way of the world. But at the end of the day, when you're in this industry and you got all eyes on you, and then something headline bad comes out, it's all bad. It becomes all bad. Public opinion, and then they run with it. The public run with it. Media, everybody run with it. Then the partnerships begin to
I
fail.
mean, I guess it's just me. You know, if I know I ain't did nothing, I ain't giving up no millions of dollars of free money.
Mm-mm. Not if you know that you know.
Well, whatever he gave her, she said that she is retiring from OnlyFans.
She is done. Like now she knew, like that's why she started big at 50 million. She knew that it was going to be settled because Shannon didn't want to go through the whole court thing and go through all of that. So she knew she was going to get some millions. That's how I look at it. I
And then
don't
you got
know.
all these people getting tricked out of uh OnlyFans members that sell their content. Like, come on, how you let them people trick you out your spot?
Yeah.
That's what they do
But
for a living.
but you know, when they had the court date, Busby didn't show up. It was just Shannon Sharp and his lawyers. And
Right.
everybody thought that it would go in Shannon's favor. So
Yep.
obviously they had probably already dealt with whatever and settled whatever. So Busby had no reason to show up.
He didn't have to show up, but
And then
Shannon
again,
still had to show up. But I feel like at that point, they already knew they were going to settle and what it was going to be.
Right.
I
They
guess if
were
he'd
going
have,
because I feel like if they didn't and they wasn't happy with what he was trying to settle with, Busby would have showed up.
you hear me right?
Would you say?
I say then again, if he'd have went to trial and beat it, then they would say his money and power what paid for it.
Tell me again. I'm thinking. What'd you say?
I said, then again, you know, the public opinion, if you'd have went to trial and took it to trial and beat it, then the people would have said that, oh, his money, his power paid to beat that.
Yeah. Can't win for losing. Maybe it would have though. Maybe that is the truth. But again, I mean, if it's something that you stand on, that you know, just like I'm saying with Jay-Z, like if you know that you know that you know that's not your child, just make it easier and just take the test so they can say it's negative so you can prove him wrong and move on. But he ain't doing it. That's right. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Especially when you have all that kind of money. Like you can go fight for yourself and stand up because you know you're right. Then they're gonna say he only won because it's money, like Montana is saying. And if he don't, he guilty because he gave up the money, you know. So I guess that's why a lot of celebrities with money like that, I guess that's why their first thing is to say just settle so that we don't even have to deal with it. Settle some kind of way, try to settle it and let's move on.
Because
Go
with
make
him, even with him selling, you got a lot of endorsements still ain't gonna mess with a lot of sponsors still ain't gonna mess with him because they gonna feel like they don't want him to be a representation of their brand because of those previous allegations.
That's why they a lot of celebrities settle behind closed doors. Like you never hear that, oh dang, they settled. There was a settle because the moment you settle, people think you're guilty. He settled
Eh,
because he was guilty.
You remember this about 6, 7 years ago, with about 7 years ago with the New England Patriots owner.
Uh-huh.
You remember that?
Yep.
And you ain't never heard nothing else about it no more.
Nothing else about it. That's the close behind closed doors. Listen, Rice said, if I ever get some money, I'm staying my butt in the house.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
I
Listen.
ain't going nowhere.
Listen. I swear to God. Listen. My friends and none of that can't come over. You ain't gonna
Hey,
put no
don't come to
allegations
my
on.
house.
Yeah, you ain't putting no allegations on me.
And see, and that's the jacked up part about it. You work so hard, you want to live well, you want to be, on that level. But then look at the heartache you get because of it. Whether you're guilty or not. Look at what you have to go through to get through it.
Hey,
Okay?
no girlfriends, no nobody.
No, nothing. Just sitting in the house with your money. That's all. That's it.
I don't care. And everything I do, I'm gonna be vlogging. So it'll be on camera and documented. Straight up.
It's true.
Nobody
It's
got
like,
time for these women and their shenanigans.
yeah. And some people gotta be worried about their family members selling stuff. I'm gonna sell this, take this book, I'm still sell this story for some coins. It's a shame. That's the
That's why
down.
you don't let nobody know where you live when you hit it big.
That's it. Go away and live your best life somehow. Live your best life. Let's see what he say. Shannon made his bed and now he has to lay in it. Always bragging about getting young. Yep. And they told him leave them young girls alone. Yeah, leave them alone. I mean, these chicks is out for the coin, however they can get it.
This how I feel. When you in that type of status, I feel like when you date someone or when you talking to someone, you should talk to someone that help you got everything that you got. Like that's like with me. That's how I would want my relationships. Like 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 I don't like if you ain't help me get everything I got, you ain't the one for me.
All right, so basically, like whoever was there when you was broken down and out and still hung in
Yeah,
there
and
with
help
you,
me build my empire the
and help
way I was.
you up.
Cause
Yeah.
everything we got together. So you ain't gonna take from me and I ain't gonna take from you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we both work hard together.
Yep. Did you see what Wright put on there? He said Robert Kraft of Patriots, all of a sudden he's donating to charities and it's all gone. Shannon. Okay. It's crazy. The life of a millionaire, billionaire, thousandaire. Don't matter. All right, y'all. So let's see what else we got. I didn't know. Did y'all hear about a stampede after Beyonce concert where 11 people got injured? So people were kind of upset that it didn't get on Tuesday night. There was after the concert, there was a stampede. 11 people got seriously injured, and it wasn't really heard about. Like I haven't heard about it till today. And they were upset and saying that the dude in Travis Scott, when somebody got hurt, it was all over the news. But that was inside the arena, though. I think that it happened with Travis Scott. This was afterwards when they go out and you go down the escalator to go out. Somebody yelled and screamed, and then all of a sudden it was this stampede. People got hurt, taken to the hospital. So it was in Atlanta.
You said Tuesday, so this was last week?
It must have been last week, like last Tuesday. But I was like,
yeah, because I didn't hear anything about that.
Anything about that, and they said they kept it under wraps. So I was like, I heard that. Remember, told you I was reading something somebody gave me. I was like, I'm gonna have to go look at that because I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that anybody got hurt at her concert. So we'll talk about that. So TMZ's reporting that Kanye West and Bianca are divorcing. They're divorcing. We don't know who's deciding to divorce, but they are divorcing. They've been married for two years now, and something has gone detrimentally wrong, and so they're getting a divorce. But haven't they claimed divorce before and have not done it yet?
Right, they have.
Yeah, so they're mad at each other right now. So that's that. I was just wanting to really talk about Jeffrey Epstein and Clarissa. I wanted to throw that out there. Anything else you guys got before we get out of here tonight? Short live.
I don't think so.
Okay. Anybody, Montana, you got anything?
No, I don't have anything.
All right. I just thought we'd just throw some stuff out here. I wanted to recap on the interview last night, and we'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we're gonna have, I don't know the date, so I'll keep it hush so we get
there was something. I think I sent it to you the other day. Mark Garagos. Did you talk about him?
I did not.
He has a $100,000 that he has to pay after legal malpractice.
Why?
Yeah, there was a trial in Los Angeles. It was something about fraud. I think it was when he was working with Michael Avenatti.
Yes, and he was advising Michael Avenatti. He was and Michael Avenatti got more time, but he was advising him or going against what the protocol was supposed to be, something way out of control, and he had to pay $100 million or
$100,000. It was $100,000.
And he was like, that's a win for him, right? Because he can just go write a check for $100,000. He's good. He's not going to be in any legal troubles after this. But Michael Avenatti got more time added to what he already was doing. Yes. Yeah. So so he kind of it was a lose because he do have to pay the money, but $100,000 ain't a lot of money to him. So
to him, yeah, I mean, but still, just the point of the fact.
It's the point of the fact, right, that he has to pay it. So I didn't really dig into that, but I did hear that had happened. Yeah. Advising. And so like he's the one, and then he was also in the Diddy court. I think he was advising them along the way too. I think that they were tapping into him, like giving him, but nothing came about that. But he even went in the courtroom a couple of times and sat in there. So yeah, it catches up with you.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Let me see what else I got. Okay. Yep. I think that's all tonight, you guys. Let me see what he says right here, Shine. He said, Michael Avenatti he was after R. Kelly, man. He was about to expose Nike, for their factory practices, and all of a sudden he's under investigation. Yes. Yep. I remember. He was a high profile lawyer, right? And
Right.
he was trying to trying to take R. Kelly down, and then ended up he went to jail. And I think he's lost his license to practice now as well. So
Yeah, he has.
Hey,
yeah,
hey, Phases, read the back chat.
okay. Okay. All right. Well, we could just I'll talk to you out here, okay?
Uh,
So we'll do that. That could be just an exclusive then. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all being here. We are going to have an exclusive interview coming up here shortly now. And I hope you guys will come back. We'll be back right here tomorrow with other topics, other things trending. If you guys have topics or anything that you guys want to share with us, you can inbox me on Instagram. You can email me. You can hit Harlem up on Instagram, Montana. Let them know they can get the information to me. But if you have anything, any exclusives that pop up that you think I might not know about, let me know. We're going to have an exclusive room coming up when we get Ramir, or Ramir, however you say it. When we get him locked in, it will be for members only. So you guys think about becoming a member if you want, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, thank y'all. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.